We're doing 3 shows. This is going to be nuts.
Got that right. Welcome to the first of 3 episodes of the MegaMets podcast this week. Tonight, we look at New Japan Pro Wrestling's World Tag League 2025. 16 teams, 2 blocks of 8. The teams are as follows this year.
Like I said, the absurdity is just nuts.
Tell me about it. It is a massive bitch to deal with this tournament.
I know, it isn't that, but when you have to deal with so much of this, it's not just the tournament. We have to do 2 other shows as well.
I know. In the A block, we've got Bishamon looking for their 4th trip to the finals and their 4th tournament win in the last 5 years. Hirooki, Goto, and YOSHI, HASHI. Boltin, Oleg, and Toru, Yano. New team as part of that War Dog Unaffiliated Alliance, Gabe Kidd and IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion Yota Tsuji. Seriously, why the hell is Shuji in this? He's got a winner-take-all title for title match in the Tokyo Dome against Takeshita on the 4th of January.
Not surprised.
House of Torture team Evil and Don Fale. It should have been Evil and Yujiro, or at the very best, Evil and Sonata. This one makes no sense at all.
No, it doesn't.
TAICHI and Satoshi Kojima. So we're getting a bit of a Kojima-gun reunion. Originally, it was supposed to be Tomohiro Ishii, but he suffered a shoulder injury. El Desperado and Shuji Ishikawa.
Go figure.
One other War Dog Bullet Club, the unaffiliated combo. Shingo Takagi and Drilla Moloney. And finally, the other House of Torture team, which makes a little more sense, but still not all that competent. Yujiro Takahashi and Chase Owens.
Yeah.
Want to announce B block?
Yeah, give me 1 second, because apparently, let me check the B block. All right, we've seen the A. Now we head into B. You have the Knockout Brothers who make their debut, OSKAR and YUTO-ICE. Not to mention
the IWGP Tag Champs.
Yeah, they're also tag champions, and this is their debut. Not only that, but you have TMDK. This is their 2nd entry and their 2nd consecutive. Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryohei Oiwa.
You know what I found more surprising from Zack's performance in DDT the other last week?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? That he actually came out of the closet.
Wow.
That him and Chris Brooks are in a relationship.
I don't have the words.
Neither do I.
And next we have Monster Sauce in their 2nd entry, the first in 2 years. Alex Zane and Lance Archer.
I find this one puzzling when you consider Zane is a babyface and Archer's part of the Don Callis family, a group of asshole heels in AEW.
I don't have the right words, honestly.
Next.
And the next one is in their debut entry, Hiroshi Tanahashi and El Phantasmo.
And their final entry together, since we know Tanahashi's hanging it up at Wrestle Kingdom.
So my guess it's just one last go. Making another debut entry, Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura.
Could be a dark horse pick if you ask me.
And we also get the debut entry of David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi.
Again, War Dog unaffiliated combo. I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
Not to mention, we have another debut entry, the United Empire, Great O'Khan and Callum Newman.
Can Callum keep O'Khan around? I mean, you look at his track record. The Empire's track record in recent years. Aaron Henare left due to the litany of injuries he suffers. Jeff Cobb left to join the WWE. Ospreay left to join AEW. TJP, a freelancer. The only ones left in the Empire to date are Newman, O'Khan, Akira, and Jacob Austin Young.
The odds are legitimately not in their favor, honestly.
And when he bothers to show up, Templario. And most of the time he shows up, it's for Fantastica Mania. Which is New Japan's annual February collaboration with CMLL.
Yeah. You know already it's not going to end well for any of them. And last but not least, in their debut entry, the House of Torture, Ren Narita, and Sonata.
Shockingly, this may be my pick to win the tournament.
You're pulling that prediction?
It makes the most sense if you want to keep the whole House of Torture, War Dogs feud going. Plus, out of the 3 House of Torture teams, they're the most well-rounded.
I see. This might prove to be rather interesting, to say the least.
We kick it off tomorrow morning/night in Korakuen Hall. We kick it off with Boltin, Oleg, and Toru Yano against El Desperado and Shuji Ishikawa.
This might prove interesting.
I mean, Ishikawa's that big bruiser, so he and Oleg cancel out. It boils down to how mischievous and devious Yano and Desperado are willing to go. I mean, we haven't seen really violent Yano since the Great Bash heel days that transitioned to Chaos from 2006, 2007 until 2009 when Chaos was still in its infancy. And believe me, that version of Yano had no empathy and he was not a jokester.
Yeah.
Or if he was extremely malicious when he did it.
Of course he was.
Including shaving young lions' heads.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'm going to give this to Desperado and Ishikawa.
I'm also giving it to Desperado and Ishikawa. Next up, A block match. Don Fale versus Don Fale and Evil versus Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi.
You would expect Evil to basically throw his way around as leader of the group and basically tell Owens and Yujiro to take a dive. And I can't blame anyone for thinking that. Even I would think that path would be most likely to happen. However, you want an honest match, which, let's not kid ourselves, this match is going to be the most dishonest out of the bunch.
Dishonest? I'm not that surprised.
But if I had to pick, I'm going to give this to Evil and Fale. Considering how low in the pecking order Chase and Yujiro are. They're usually viewed as joke wrestlers. More so with Yujiro than Owens. Next up, Bishamon against the duo of Satoshi Kojima and TAICHI. For context as to why I said this is a light Kojima-gun reunion, Kojima-gun was a faction that was formed in late 2010, early 2011 by Satoshi Kojima, which consists of himself, Taka Michinoku, TAICHI, and a few others during his second stint as IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He would drop the belt to Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom 5, and then go into a bit of a tailspin, which led to ultimately his loss to Togi Makabe at that year's Dentaku, where ultimately after the match, Kojima got beat down by TAICHI and Michinoku, which led to Minoru Suzuki coming out and joining the beatdown, killing Kojima-gun, and bringing into his existence the Suzuki Army, or Suzuki-gun. Having said that, it's been years since TAICHI and Kojima teamed up as a cohesive unit. And back then, TAICHI was still a junior wrestler. So I'm giving this to Bishamon.
I see. That's pretty fair. I'll probably do the same on this. I'll also give it to Bishamon as well.
Okay.
Now we move on to the last one of it a bit. And it's for Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji versus Drilla Moloney and Shingo Takagi.
These are 4 men who want to settle it like men, and they'll beat the shit out of each other to do it. I'm going to give it to Kidd and Tsuji. True, there's really no incentive for Tsuji to win this tournament, since he has an IWGP World Heavyweight title shot plus his own IWGP Global title defense in his pocket for the Tokyo Dome.
He's already got enough on his plate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking Moloney and... Okay, you can continue.
But said that, I'll give it to Kid and Tsuji.
I'm giving it to Moloney and Takagi. Because, honestly, Tsuji has a title shot already, so I don't think he really needs anything else.
Fair enough. Next up, we go to Kanagawa, Fujisawa City, Chichi, Bonomiya Memorial Gymnasium. Down to the fifth match. And we get the B block started off. I started the first night of A block. It's your turn to start this one off.
Alex Zane and Lance Archer versus Sonata and Ren Narita.
Sonata and Narita. Like I said, every match with the House of Torture is going to be unbearably dishonest. It's going to have no integrity. And you know the House of Torture will refuse to hold itself accountable for its shortcuts. Bad enough they swept the Super Junior Tag League with Sho and Doki, and they're not going to defend the IWGP Junior Tag titles.
Of course they won't.
Instead, we've got a fatal four-way #1 contenders match where the winner gets Doki at a later date between El Desperado, Kosei Fujita, and Taiji Ishimori. And Sho.
Yeah.
I guess that means Akira is getting the junior shot against Doki, but I don't know. It's going to be either him or Hiromu.
I see.
Having said that, Sonata and Narita will be my pick.
They'll be my pick as well. Now it's your turn.
Yohei Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. take on Cal Newman and the Great Okan.
United Empire versus TMDK.
Will the crowns go up, or will Oiwa and Zack prove why the mighty don't kneel?
I'm picking the mighty. The mighty never kneels. Have you made your prediction?
I'm going to give it to Okan and Newman.
That's fair. Next up.
Newman needs a confidence booster, so I say crowns up.
Fair enough. Anyway, next up, El Phantasmo and Hiroshi Tanahashi against Yuya Uemura and Shota Umino.
Umemura and Umino. Like we already know, Tanahashi and Phantasmo are not winning the turn because this is basically Tanahashi's swan song before he faces Okada in the Tokyo Dome opener.
Which is why I'm also picking Umino and Uemura.
Main event, David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi. We don't know if he's going to be in with the GHC junior title in hand or not by that point against the Knockout Brothers. And the Knockout Brothers are going to go for the knockout. I'm taking KO, bros.
I will also pick the KO. We've already went through 2 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Oh my God. A lot. All the way up to December. This is going to be one of these ones.
Tokyo Machida City General Gym is our next stop.
You first because you started Block A.
Fair enough. Bishamon against House of Torture. I'm going to give this to Bishamon, especially again when you consider how low Chase and Yujiro are in the packing order.
I'm also picking Bishamon, obviously. Next up, Satoshi Kojima and TAICHI versus Boltin, Oleg, and Toru Yano.
Yano and Oleg.
Yano and Oleg. Next up.
Ishikawa and Desperado against Moloney and Takagi. I'll throw Drilla and Shingo a bone.
I'm picking Ishikawa and Desperado. And finally, Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji versus Don Fale and King of Darkness Evil. I'm not picking King of Darkness. I'm picking the other thing.
I'll go unaffiliated as well.
You made a right choice. And it looks like we're heading into another round of A block. Oh, wait. No, that's the 24th?
Yeah, 25th. We go to Fukushima at the Big Palette.
And since we're in B block, I'll start. Alex Zane and Lance Archer versus Callum Newman and the Great Okan.
I'll give this one the monster sauce. Time for them to eat.
Time. Yeah, that's fine. I'll pick the same. Next up,
Phantasmo and Tanahashi versus Takahashi and Finley. Finley and Hiromu.
I'm also picking Finley and Hiromu. Next up, OSKAR and YUTO-ICE versus Sanada and Narita.
Hate to say this, but I'm taking Sanada and Narita.
I'm also picking Sanada, obviously. Last one.
Uemura and Umino versus Oiwa and ZSJ. I'm going to give this to TMDK.
I'm also picking TMDK for it. We went now from Fukushima and into Miyagi.
The Sendai Sun Plaza Hall.
And it's Block A
Thanksgiving
now.
Go ahead.
You do it, because you always start Block A, I always start Block B.
Oh,
It's only fair.
All right. Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji against Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. You know what? I'll throw Chase and Yujiro a bone here.
Of course you would do that. I'm also doing the same thing. Next up,
Okay.
Satoshi Kojima and TAICHI versus Ishikawa and Desperado.
I'll say Kojima and TAICHI.
I pick Ishikawa and Desperado.
All right. Drilla Moloney and Shingo Takagi against Fale and Evil. I will go Fale and Evil.
Surprising. I'll also do the same. Now for the last one. Yoshihashi and Hirooki Goto versus Boltin Oleg and Toru Yano.
Give it to Bishamon.
Fair. I'll do the same. Now we move on to Friday, live in Aomori in the Kakuhiro Group Athletic Stadium. It's B Block, so it's Tanahashi and Finley versus Zayn and Archer.
Takahashi. I thought you said Tanahashi.
It's Takahashi. I messed up.
Okay. I'll say Finley and Hiromu.
I'm picking Zayn and Archer. Move on to the next.
Uemura and Umino against Newman and Okan. This is a matchup that's bad when you're in Shota Umino's shoes, as he has not had the best of luck against the Dominator known as the Great Okan.
Yeah.
In fact, some would say that along with the House of Torture, the Empire has been Umino's kryptonite since coming back.
Indeed.
Uemura, on the other hand, has been a little more hit and miss against the United Empire. But if I had to pick, I'm going to give this to Umino and Uemura.
Interesting choice. So you're picking Uemura and Umino, huh?
Who you got?
I'm also doing the same. Uemura, Umino. Next up, Ryohei Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. TMDK against Sanada and Ren Narita.
I'm going to give this to Zack and Oiwa, believe it or not. Sure,
that's an interesting
Sanada
choice.
and Narita are my picks to win the tournament. But do I expect them to go clean sweep or dirty sweep like Sho and Doki did in the Super Junior Tag League? Fuck no.
I'm picking Sanada and Narita as well.
I picked Zack and Oiwa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're picking Zack and Oiwa, huh? Nice. Fine. I'll also pick Oiwa and Zack, TMDK. Now for the last.
El Phantasmo and Hiroshi Tanahashi against OSKAR and YUTO-ICE. I am going to give this to OSKAR and YUTO-ICE.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll pick the same.
Again,
now we move on to the 29th.
Even if Tanahashi and Phantasmo win, it's a moot point with Tanahashi fucking retiring next month.
Yeah, it is a moot point, which is a problem.
Moving on to another Aomori stop. This one in the Aomori Mutsu Maeda Arena, or the Mutsu City General Arena.
Now it's A Block.
House of Torture against Kojima-gun, Give it to the house.
It's a full house with that.
Yeah, deck stacked against Kojima and TAICHI in this case.
Yeah, very stacked. Next up, Satoshi Kojima and TAICHI
I
versus Don
skipped one.
Faded.
My bad. Drilla Moloney and Shingo Takagi against Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. Shingo and Drilla.
I'll do Shingo and Drilla as well. Now we move on to Kojima and TAICHI versus Don and Evil.
We already picked that one. We're picking the house.
Yeah, it's a full house here. The deck is stacked. Next up,
Bishamon against Ishikawa and Desperado. Bishamon. Bang the war drums.
Bang the war drums indeed. Last one, Oleg and Yano versus Gabe Kid and Yota Tsuji.
I'm going to go with the upset here. Oleg and Yano.
I'm probably going to be picking Kid and Tsuji with this one.
All right.
We will leave from Aomori, we now into Akita. Live in Akita, Tessa. It's B block time. Up first, Yuya Uemura and Shota Umino versus Alex Zane and Lance Archer.
I'm going to give this one the monster sauce. Itadakimasu.
Yes, let the sauce dribble down. I pick it as well. Next up.
Knockout Bros against the United Empire. I'm going to give this to the Knockout Bros.
The Empire shall fall today. The United Empire will fall in this match. Next up, Takahashi and Finlay versus Sanada and Narita.
Narita and Sanada.
Of course. And last but not least,
El Phantasmo and Hiroshi Tanahashi against TMDK. You know what? Fuck it. Phantasmo and Tana win this.
Fine. Let them have at least one win. It's not going to make much of a difference long term.
I have to.
It's not going to settle it long term, you know.
December 2nd, Yamanashi and the I Miss Yamanashi venue.
All A block today.
Boltin, Oleg, and Toru Yano against Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. I'm going to give it to Oleg and Yano. If there's one guy that can outwit and outsmart the house, it's Yano.
I'm also picking Oleg and Yano on this one. Next up, YOSHI-HASHI.
Another never open weight 6-man tag title shot.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Since Yano is has one third of those belts alongside Master Wato and Yo.
Yeah. Agreed. YOSHI-HASHI and Hirooki Goto versus Don Fale and Evil.
Hate to say it, but this may be the only loss in the block Bishamon gets.
Exactly. The house is stacked.
Fale and Evil.
I'm also picking Fale and Evil. Like I said, the house is stacked, and now it's in their favor.
El Desperado and Shuji Ishikawa against Gabe Kid and Yota Tsuji. I'm going to give this to Despi and Ishikawa.
That's a pretty good choice.
You're going Kid and Tsuji, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much doing that. And last but not least, Satoshi Kojima and TAICHI versus Drilla Moloney and Shingo Takagi.
I'll give it to Moloney and Shingo.
Of course you would. No surprise there.
You doing the same?
Yeah, I'm pretty much doing the same. Now we're heading into December 3rd.
Shizuoka. Twin Messe Shizuoka North Building.
Yep, and it's all B block. El Phantasmo and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Alex Zane and Lance Archer.
Let the sauce flow, because it's time to eat.
Itadakimasu,
bitch.
Let the sauce drench down. Next up.
Cal Newman and the Great Okan against Sanada and Ren Narita. Once again, I'm giving this to Narita and Sanada.
I'll also do the same, honestly. Next up, OSKAR and YUTO-ICE versus TMDK.
I'll give it to TMDK.
I'm doing the same. Now we move on to the last.
Yuya Uemura and Shota Umino versus Hiromu Takahashi and David Finlay. I mean, when you think about it, from the New Japan Cup, both Uemura and Umino have a score to settle with Finlay.
Yeah,
Uemura getting knocked out in the quarterfinals, if I remember correctly, and Umino losing to Finley in the final. Is this where they pulled the trigger of having Umino join the War Dogs? I don't know. I'm only saying this because after Finley won the New Japan Cup, Finley gave Umino some advice about doing things his way. Did he see, was this a possible recruitment for Umino into the Bullet Club War Dogs? Finley answered with a vague yes and no.
I see.
Having said that, I'm going to give this to Finley and Hiromu.
I'm probably going to do the same, all things considered.
Edion Arena's second venue, Osaka, December 5.
And it's A block this time. All A block for this one because we're winding down.
Kojima and TAICHI versus Chase Owens and Yujiro. I'm giving this to Kojima and TAICHI.
That's fine. I'll also do the same on this one. Next is Ishikawa and Desperado versus Don, Fale, and Evil.
Fale and Evil.
The house is stacked. May as well.
Boltin, Oleg, and Shingo Takagi. Toru Yano against Shingo Takagi and Drilla Moloney. I'm going to give this to Oleg and Yano. At this point, they don't have much of a shot, so just play spoiler.
I'm probably doing the same. They need at least something. Last but not least is YOSHI, HASHI, and Hirooki Goto against Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji.
Okay. Breaking the coin out. If it's heads, Bishamon. Tails, Kidd and Tsuji.
This might prove to be a difficult one.
Here we
Flip
go.
it.
He when it ricochets like that.
I don't blame you if it does.
Coin says tails, but I'm saying Bishamon.
I'll pick Bishamon, because why not? Now we're in December 7th. In
Ehime Nikihoku General Park Gym.
We have B block tonight, and we're winding down because it's inevitable no matter how you look at it. Probably 2 or 3, and then at least of the quarter and semifinals, and then the finals. First up, El Phantasmo and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Callum Newman, or rather the United Empire.
Crowns up.
Let the crowns up, I guess.
Knockout Brothers versus Monster Sauce. I'm taking the Knockout Brothers.
That's pretty interesting. Now, next up, in the third match, Hiromu Takahashi and David Finlay versus TMDK.
Give it to TMDK.
I'll probably do that too. Now for the last.
Yuya Uemura and Shota Umino versus the House of Torture. Both of them.
Can we just say the house ain't going to have a chance this time, or do we have to make a choice?
I'm going to flip. You can make a choice. For me, heads to...
I'm not picking the house this one. I pick the other one, the other team.
Fair enough. I'm going to flip it. If it's heads, Umino and Uemura.
I will laugh if it lands on tails and you have no choice but to make that pick.
Joke's on you. It's heads.
Good choice.
But I, again, picked Naruto and Sonata, so I'm sticking with them to win this thing.
Well, you made the right decision, so that's at least a good choice.
I'm picking them to win the match, believe it or not.
Figures. Looks like we now move on to Hiroshima's Sun Plot. Oh, wait, we already did the 8th. We already did the 8th.
7th we did.
Yeah, now we move on to the 8th. And the 8th, we're in A block, live from Hiroshima Sun Plaza Hall.
Unfortunately, this will be based around the mathematics. And if I'm right, we're going to start with Ishikawa and Desperado against Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. And if I had to pick, I'll say Ishikawa and Desperado.
Ishikawa and Desperado. All right, that's fair.
Next would be Taichi and Kojima against Kid and Tsuji.
I'll pick Kid and Shuji.
Same. At the very least, they clinch a semifinal spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Boltin, Oleg, and Toru Yano against Fale and Evil.
That's going to be a tough one.
I'd say Oleg and Yano.
Yeah, screw the house. They're not going to get this one this time.
And Bishamon against Drilla, Moloney, and Shingo Takagi. I am taking Bishamon.
I'm picking also Bishamon.
Which means that Takagi and Ken Tsuji are A2 and Bishamon are A1.
Yep.
Next up, Fukuoka in the Izuka City General Gymnasium on the 9th, where it's the B block that comes out to play.
Fingers with French fries?
Yeah.
From the Chinese.
Hi, Senor Vega.
Anyway, let's move on to B block now.
Is that your stepdad?
Yeah, I heard my stepdad. Long story short, we're all been hit with a cold, and it's that bad.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was that bad. It began with my nephew, then my stepdad, and then it hit me. And I'm doing all I can to stay warm because the cold, the pain.
Okay, based on the math, I think we start.
Anyway, we're now heading into B block now. Because by this point, we're already now on the 9th, which means that we only have about 3 of these shows left. Which means the 10th is the semifinals.
We'll start with Hiromu and Finley against the United Empire.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Hiromu and Finley.
That's a pretty fair choice.
Then Oiwa and ZSJ, TMDK against Monster Sauce.
I'm probably going to pick TMDK, I think.
I'll say Monster Sauce.
Well, that's pretty nice. Which means that by this point, it's going to lead to the finals in Kunamoto.
Uemura and Umino against the Knockout Bros. Knockout Bros took KOPW. Umino and Uemura get a little payback and a future IWGP tag title shot if Yuto and OSKAR can hold on beyond the Tokyo Dome, which is not going to be easy as the IWGP heavyweight tag titles have swapped hands every year in the Dome since 2014.
Yeah.
Except last year, as they
really stupid.
With the exception of last year, as they were not at stake because they were in the possession of the Young Bucks.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no, wait, they were vacated last year. Never mind.
Of course they were vacated. Am I not that surprised?
Or this past year they were vacated. But anyway. And that leaves us Hiroshi, Tanahashi, and El Phantasmo having to do what they can to play spoiler so that Ren Narita and Sanada do not get B1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say they don't do it.
Yeah.
So our B block 1 and 2, if I did everything correct, if we did everything correct, are Sanada and Ren Narita, B1, and B2, I think, is the Knockout Bros.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, Nagasaki, Dejima Messe on the 10th, where it's basically where it'll be the Knockout Bros against Bishamon.
Well, I guess it's time to bring out the knockout.
So you're taking the Knockout Bros?
Yeah, I'm picking the Knockout Bros.
I'm taking the safe bet. I'm going Bishamon.
Of course you would take a safe bet. Am I not that surprised? Now we move on to the 12th.
Anarina Sendai.
Yep, B1 and A2. B1 versus A2.
Renary and Sanada B1. And our A2 is Tsuji and Kid. I'm taking Narita and Sanada.
I'm also picking Narita and Sanada, which means it leads us to the final one.
Grand Messe Kumamoto, Sunday, December the 14th, where the winner of each semifinal faces each other. It's Bishamon versus HOT. And unfortunately, unlike in 2021, there's no chaos for backup. The Hontai barely gets involved in one another's matches, even with a scumbag force like the House of Torture. And even if they do, I don't think it'll be enough. There are some moles in the home, and I'm going to take Narita and Sonata.
Yeah.
Sure. Would it be nice to see Bishamon win their fourth tournament in 5 years and become, in Goto's case, a 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champ, and in Yoshi's case, a 4-time IWGP, a 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champ? Yes. But is it going to happen? No.
It will not. Looks like the house ain't going to win this one.
I've got the house winning this tournament.
Well, I may as well just make that choice.
Made our beds and we're sleeping in it. That's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets podcast, World Tag League 2025 edition. We'll be back tomorrow night for Pro Wrestling Noah's crossover in Sendai. Then Friday night, AW Full Gear. And next Friday night, since I'm not going to be at WrestleCade this year, 2 words we're going to predict. War Games!
Oh, yeah. War Games.
Well, really, Survivor Series, but the point still applies.
Yeah, the point still stands.
Comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channels. He's Megaman NG. I'm Mets2128. We are the MegaMets podcast. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang.
Bang. See you tomorrow, because hopefully this will be a better one.